Hi, and welcome to this brief video about volunteering with the literacy program if you're from Emmanuel. We hope that you'll decide to spend a Saturday or two with students in our neighborhood. You can click this link to learn more about Uptown Literacy Lights, our partners for the literacy program. Why should you volunteer? It's a great way to get to know families in our neighborhood. It's fun. Again, you can click the link to learn more here. And also, research shows that after third grade, learning switches from learning to read to reading to learn. Students after third grade need reading for science, math, social studies, art, and music, and to be able to read a variety of information in their worlds. If students don't learn to read by third grade, they lose opportunities to participate in other learning. Working with pre-K through fourth grade students is really fun. You don't need any training to be a volunteer, just bring yourself. You won't ever be alone, we always work as a team. And if you can't volunteer every Saturday, that's okay. Try for just once a month or a few times a semester. The time commitment is fairly minimal, 10:45 a.m. to 12:45 p.m. on Saturday. The literacy program runs from September through May and takes weeks off for winter break and other school holidays and breaks. How do you volunteer? You can sign up at the link here to find the Google Doc where you state your preferences for dates to volunteer. Step 2, show up at the Grant House at 10:45 a.m. on the Saturdays you've signed up for. Step 3, work with a group of 1, 2, 3, or 4 students on a literacy workbook. Step 4, have lunch with your students and get to know them. Step 5, after lunch, play a game, read a book, or finish the students section of the workbook if it was slow going before lunch. Let's walk through a typical day at the literacy program. The program takes place at the Grant Houses. They are so close to Union Theological Seminary. It's only a 10-minute walk. Once you're at the Grant Houses, you'll head to this building, which houses the community center. You'll see a small bell on your right-hand side. Just ring the doorbell to enter the center. Once you're inside, you'll head up the stairs and you'll sign in. You put your name, your time, and that you're here for literacy, but there's no ID needed. Let's get started. Head downstairs 2 flights. You'll see Robin or Jessica, and they'll greet you at the bottom of the stairs and let you know what students you'll be working with that day and which room and which table. Everything is set up for you when you arrive. If you haven't met them before, that's Robin and Jessica. You can always find them at the sign-in table. The table where Robin and Jessica greet you is also where lunch is later in the day. Students pick up pizza slices and bring them back to their table to hang out with you. You'll also sign in again here, and if it's your very first time volunteering, you fill out a volunteer form. You only have to do this once, but it's quick, it's easy, and it has to be on paper, so unfortunately you can't do it ahead of time. There are 4 different spaces you might be in, and again, don't worry, you'll always be with someone else in your room, another tutor, and more students. Robin will let you know where to go. Everything is set up for you, from pens and pencils to fun games and the workbooks the students are in. If you don't know an answer and it's been a long time since you've studied phonics, that's okay. There's a teacher guide for your students' workbook at your station with all the answers. Some tutors want to know, what is Jolly Phonics? Jolly Phonics is the name of the workbook for reading and grammar that the students use in the literacy program. You don't need to do any pre-work at all, but if you want to take a look, there are many Jolly Phonics videos and activity ideas on YouTube. You are welcome to be creative and use these, or you can just work through the book. There is absolutely no singing necessary. Here you have some links to the songs and the Jolly Phonics official page. There are opportunities in the books to practice handwriting, color, and write some short sentences. Having fun with it is really the most important thing, and getting to know and care about your students. Here are some samples of the kinds of things that are in a Jolly Phonics workbook. You'll notice that there's opportunities for students to draw, write simple sentences, and learn things like in this word, or in this unit, the soft C, but it's nothing too complicated. Here are some more samples of Jolly Phonics workbook content. It is fairly self-explanatory, but again, no worries if you don't know the answers. It's been a long time since you've thought about phonics and learning how to read. There is a teacher book with the answers. Each table has a whiteboard, pencils, paper, crayons, and a game or two to warm up or finish the day with. Each room has at least 2 volunteers working with students at different tables, so you are never on your own. These are really small groups of students, and you might wonder why that is. The students we work with really appreciate the time one-on-one, one-on-two, or 3 that we can give them. When we are full with volunteers, it means that students who are ready to soar ahead can be placed with a volunteer, and students who need support or who are just starting in the program can be placed with a volunteer. Everyone gets just what they need to be an amazing reader. Students really look forward to the time spent with you, even if they only see you once a month or a few times a semester. Volunteers bring so much of their uniqueness to the student pair or trio that they work with. You might be wondering what you talk about with students at lunch. Some of our students are food insecure, so lunch and even getting seconds when we have extra is as big a part of Saturday for them as the literacy works. When we have lunch, we pause the workbook, we let students eat and get seconds, and chat with the students or play a quiet table game with them while they eat. If you're worried about making small talk with pre-K through 4th graders, here are some prompts that always get them going. What do you like most or least about school this year? What's your favorite subject? Why? What are you learning about in that area? What book is your favorite? What book are you reading right now? What's your favorite food? What's your favorite thing to do? What are you excited about this year over winter break, spring break, or summer? What's your favorite color, animal, or song? Students really are eager to chat with you and get to know you better. What happens at 12:45 at the end of the literacy day? A trusted adult, older sibling, family friend, parent, grandparent, aunt, or uncle comes to pick up each student. So students start leaving around 12:35 and finish leaving around 12:45. You don't have to worry about this. Robin or Jessica will let your students know as adults arrive. If you're working with a pair or a trio, this might mean the last 10 minutes you don't have your whole group. And that's okay, just keep going with who you have. Sometimes students will want you to introduce you to their adults or siblings, which is great. Robin will collect supplies from tables as your group is finished with them. Volunteers throw away any trash left at the table, stack chairs, and then head home. If you're not coming back the next week, it's a huge kindness to stick a paper or a sticky note in the workbook to mark where you and your students stopped. That way next Saturday's volunteer can pick right up. Or, if some students are moving faster, Robin might split the group the next week if we have enough volunteers. Thanks so much for learning a little bit about literacy. We really hope you'll sign up for at least one Saturday and try it out.